In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 cards for 25,000 MT, 50,000 MT, and the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT. So let's just start off with the 25,000 MT cards. The first one is going to be the Diamond Stephon Marbury. I think all around, he's an amazing point guard for under 25k. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'4" wingspan. He's going to give you some amazing defense, 94 steal, 95 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter. Now you might say 52 block is definitely low, and that's definitely could be a flaw about the card, but this year you don't really get that many blocks, so I would say the block rating is not that important, especially on your point guard. He's going to be super fast, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. He's got an 85 driving dunk, which is really good. He's got a 92 ball handle, 95 speed with ball. So I mean, this point guard for under 25,000 MT, definitely going to be my top 5. Having Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, challenger, and glove, and a pretty decent jump shot as well, having the D Rose base. So overall, I think Marbury definitely going to be deserving in that top 5. Next point guard I want to talk about, going to be very similar to a guy like Marbury, or I wouldn't say similar, but they're going to be about the same level, and that's going to be the Diamond De'Aaron Fox. I do think a guy like Marbury is a decent amount better than a guy like Fox, but I do think it is kind of close. I mean, this Fox card, we all know what he's going to do on the court. He's going to be super fast. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'6" wingspan, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, so super fast card. He's also got a 97 speed with ball and an 89 ball handle. Defensively, not going to be the best, or not going to be on the same level as a guy like Marbury, only having an 88 steal, 94 lateral quickness with a 92 perimeter, but definitely not going to be a bad defender at all. Like, he can definitely hold his own on the defensive end. 34 interior defense, probably his biggest flaw, especially on the defensive end. He does have an 85 driving dunk, same as Marbury. He also has the Hall of Fame quick first step and clamp breaker, which is definitely honestly a must-have on your point guard this year. Animations wise, he has a super fast jump shot that is going to be very easy to green as well. So I'd say he probably has the better jump shot, but Marbury going to be way better on the defensive end. Talking about the third card for under 25,000 MT, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of different options you could go with, but I'm going to go for the Diamond Obi Toppin. I think he's a super slept on card for under 25,000. He's only like 15, maybe even lower than that, like 10 to 15,000 MT. So super good price tag for this power forward center. He's 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan. I mean, this card all around, I mean, he doesn't really have any flaws necessarily. Like, he's a solid defender all around. He's got 88 speed, 88 acceleration. He's amazing at going to the basket with a 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. That's definitely going to be the thing he's the best at. Having Hall of Fame posterizer, limitless takeoff, fast switch, aerial wizard, definitely going to be his strength, is going to the basket. He's also got an 87 3 ball though, with actually a really good jump shot. If you guys haven't tried out his jump shot on this diamond card, you definitely need to test it out, because it's a really good release that is very easy to green. So Obi Toppin going to be not necessarily ranked in order, but he is going to be a top 5 card for under 25,000. Looking at the next one here is going to be Amethyst Jared Allen. He's definitely going to be the cheapest guy, you know, in this top 5, around 10,000 MT. Him and Obi Toppin probably around the same price. I would say Jared Allen on average definitely going to be a little bit lower. He's a 6'10" center, 7'5" wingspan. I mean, he's just going to be an all-around beast. I think by now you guys know this Jared Allen card. I mean, he's been one of the best budget cards in the game pretty much since he came out, having a 90 block, 92 interior defense. He's got actually a really good jump shot for a center, and also has a 91 3 ball, 85 mid-range, Hall of Fame corner specialist, which is going to be really nice. And he's also got some really good shooting badges like gold catch and shoot, claymore, dead-eye green machine, and also having silver amps, blinders, guard up, and limitless range. I mean, silver limitless on your center is actually going to be really, really nice to have, and he's going to be a great finisher around the rim, having a 90 driving dunk and a 90 standing dunk, so definitely deserves of the top 5. And then to round off the top 5 cards for under 25,000 MT, we're going to go for Diamond Ben Simmons, who I think is actually pretty slept on. There's guys like MPJ you could have gone for, and I think MPJ could definitely be in this top 5 over a guy like Ben Simmons, but I'm starting to like this Ben Simmons card a lot more, you know, as I'm starting to use him a lot more and starting to play against him. Like, this card, he gives me a lot of troubles. Like, I've had Myteam Thomas kind of getting locked up a little bit by Ben Simmons. Like, he's a great defender because of his height, because of his wingspan. He's got a great player model in game, and his stats are super well rounded. Now, I know he can't shoot threes, only a 42 3 ball. He can shoot mid ranges though. If he's wide open in the mid range, he can definitely knock it down pretty consistently. So I will say though, obviously not gonna be the best offensively, but he's still got a 90 driving dunk, 88 vertical. He's amazing at going to the basket, and all around he's gonna be such a good defender. He's got Hall of Fame bully, posterizer, clamp breaker, quick first step on your power power forward or small forward is going to be super nice to have. Jump shot wise doesn't really matter because he can't shoot threes, but actually is a pretty solid release. I will say Ben Simmons down the road, once he gets a jump shot with this card, I mean, he's going to be very deadly just like he always is in my team. So guys, that's going to be my top 5 cards for 25,000 MT. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the top 5, and let me know maybe some changes and some suggestions you guys would have. Now, talking about the top 5 cards for 50,000 MT, we are going to start off hot, and we are going to go for the Diamond Chris. You know, I said we're going to start off hot. I'm going to go for Diamond Rudy Gay because he's in the fire set. That would have been a lot better to start off with if I said we're going to start off hot and go with Rudy Gay. But Rudy Gay going to be the first card for under 50,000 MT. He's actually only like 30 to 35k, so he's a lot lower than that 50,000 MT range. He's a small forward, power forward, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. I think he's a super well-rounded small forward, and honestly one of the better value cards in the game. I mean, take a look at these stats. I mean, what is this card bad at? He's a super elite rim runner, 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical. He can knock down threes very consistently, 86 three ball, with we all know having a really good jump shot. He's going to be super fast for your small forward, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and he's going to be a very capable defender. Is he a lockdown? Is he the best defender in the game? No, but he can definitely hold his own with a 90 perimeter, 90 lateral quickness, 80 block, and 80 steal as well. So Rudy Gay definitely going to be in the top 5 cards for under 50,000 MT. Now you guys know how I'm going to go with next. You guys know I'm going to go with next for under 50,000 MT, and that is going to be Diamond Kristaps. I think he's probably honestly one of the best cards on this list, and he's going to be under 50,000. Like, I mean, he's going to be one of the best cards we talk about in this video, and he's only 50,000 MT. He's a center, 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. I mean, the card is just going to be one of the best, if not the best popper in the game. 93 ball, 90 mid-range, having Hall of Fame corner specialist, catch and shoot, dead-eye, limitless range, and he's also going to be a pretty decent defender. Yes, he's only got 74 speed, 74 acceleration. You might think that's going to be a little bit slow, but this card plays such good defense in game because of the fact he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. So Kristaps definitely going to be the second card on this list. Now for the next two, we're going to go for both lock-in cards, and we're going to go for the Diamond Kyle Kuzma. I think he's actually still a pretty slept on small forward. Like, you can lock this card in for about 50,000 MT, maybe even a little bit less. He's a 6'9" power forward, small forward with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, stats wise, this card definitely isn't anything too crazy, but the best thing about this card and the reason why he's super elite is because of the jump shot. One of the best releases in the game, and it's going to be on quick timing, which means it's going to be super fast. You know, dribble 6 isn't going to be the best, but he does have the normal leaner, and like I said, stats wise, he's just going to be pretty average, but that jump shot makes up for it, so he's definitely going to be in my top 5 cards for 50,000 MT. Now, another locking card, like I said, is going to be the Diamond Moses Malone. I think he's a solid card. You can also lock him in for about 50,000 MT. I would say, honestly, some of the cards up for under 25,000 MT might be better than some of the cards for under 50,000. Moses, though, going to be a super nice power forward, power forward center, I should say. 6'10", 7'2" wingspan. He's going to be a great defender, 91 interior with an 89 block. You might say 67 three balls, definitely a little bit low. And yes, it's low, but if you have a guy like a Steve Kerr, or maybe running Jerry West, but even a Steve Kerr, and then you give him a shoe boost, you can get that up to a 75 three ball. And even without having a coach boost or a shoe boost, I think you can still knock down very consistently with that 67 three ball. He's got 85 speed, 85 acceleration. He's going to be great at finishing around the rim. I mean, nothing too crazy about this card. I'm not going to sit here and gas him up like he's one of the best power forwards. He's just going to be a very all-around solid power forward and going to be in the top 5 for 50,000. Now, to round off the list, we're going to go for arguably one of the best cards for under 50,000 MT, and that is going to be the Diamond Giannis. Now, I will say he is a little bit more than 50,000. He's probably around 60 to 65,000 MT. I couldn't really think of anybody else for under or around that 50,000 MT mark, so I had to go a little bit higher and go for a guy like Diamond Giannis. But I think it's fair to say, because he's very close to that 50,000 MT range, about 60 to 65k, and he's going to be an amazing power forward center, 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. We all know Giannis just has godly animations and is always one of the best cards in my team. He's going to be a great all-around defender, 85 in the defensive category at least, with also having 88 interior defense, 88 perimeter, 89 lateral quickness. He's really good at going to the rim, 90 driving dunk, 80 vertical, and he's also super fast for your power forward, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, and that 79 mid-range and 71 three ball definitely going to be good enough for this Giannis card this year, because he's actually got a really good release, and he's also got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So guys, that's going to round off my top 5 cards for 50,000 MT. Now moving on to the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT. This is where we're going to go a little bit more expensive than the 100,000. All these cards though will definitely be under 150,000. I think this year though, there's not really any great cards for like exactly 100,000. You have to go a little bit more. So first guy we're going to talk about is going to be Pink Diamond Gary Payton, who I've seen consistently around 125 to 150,000 MT. Sometimes I've seen him for like 110, 120,000, depending if the market was super low or super high. So Gary Payton, yes, isn't going to be exactly 100,000 MT, but he's going to be very close. And all of these guys in the top 5 for 100,000 are going to be a little bit more expensive than 100,000 MT. But Gary Payton, point guard, shooting guard, 6'4" with a 6'7" wingspan. We all know what he can bring to the table. He's going to be one of the best defenders in the game, at least for your point guard. 98 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 98 perimeter, and then offensively going to be very solid. 95 speed, 95 acceleration, with also having a 92 3 ball. So Gary Payton all around, I mean, we all know going to be one of the best point guards in the game. So definitely deserving in the top 5 for 100,000. Now talking about the second card here is going to be a shooting guard, and we're going to go for Pink Diamond Ron Artest, who has recently gone back up in price a little bit, but I've seen this card end for 110, 120,000. I've even seen sometimes this card end for 100,000 MT. He's a shooting guard, small forward, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. He's going to be a great two-way shooting guard, a great defender, one of the best lockdowns in the game. 97 steal, 97 lateral quickness with a 97 perimeter. He's got 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and he does have a really good jump shot as well. Having that Rudy Gay upper release, one of the best uppers in the game, also going to be on quick timing as well. So he's going to definitely be in our top 5 for 100,000 MT. Third guy we're going to talk about is going to be another point guard, and that is going to be the Pink Diamond John Wall. You can definitely make a debate who's better between Wall and Gary Payton, but we all know what Wall's going to bring to the table. He's going to be such a good rim runner, and he's just going to be super fast. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'4" with a 6'9" wingspan, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 95 driving dunk, 94 vertical. This card's super good at going to the rim, also being a solid defender as well. 81 steal, 94 lateral quickness with a 93 perimeter. He's got that Hall of Fame claim breaker, only gold quick first step, so you might want to add Hall of Fame quick first step to him to make him a little bit faster. But for about 125 to 150,000 MT, definitely deserving to be in the top 5. And then fourth guy is going to be another shooting guard, and that's going to be the Pink Diamond Ray Allen. I mean, this card is just going to be super well rounded for the shooting guard spot. A guy like Ron Artest is going to be more of a two-way card, where Ray Allen can pretty much do everything on the court. He's 6'5", shooting guard, small forward, 6'8" wingspan. I mean, take a look at the stats. This card really excels at everything. I mean, defensively, he's not going to be a great defender, but he's definitely not going to be bad, and he's super good on the offensive end, having a 96 3 ball, 94 mid-range. Having a jump shot and quick timing is super nice to have. Also has the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. He's got Hall of Fame Agent 3, amped, catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye, and pretty much every single shooting badge in the game, at least on gold. So I've seen this card end for around the same thing as like guys like Ron Artest and Ray Allen. I've seen them end for around like Ron Artest, John Wall, and Gary Payton. I've seen them all end for around 125,000, sometimes a little bit more and sometimes a little bit less. The only card on this list that is actually going to be exactly 100,000 MT, and that's going to be Pink Diamond Josh Smith. I've seen him end like literally right now. I'm looking at my screen to my right, like my monitor where I play 2K on. I can see Josh Smith for a buyout for 100,000 MT, and he's going to round off the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT. So just to quickly go over it once again, top 5 cards for 25,000 MT: Stephon Marbury, De'Aaron Fox, Obi Toppin, Jarrett Allen, and Ben Simmons. Top 5 cards for 50,000 MT: Rudy Gay, Kristaps, Kuzma, Moses Malone, and Diamond Giannis. And then the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT: Gary Payton, Ron Artest, John Wall, Ray Allen, and Josh Smith. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If it did help you guys out, let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like and sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.